Let's play a little game just between you and I. Obviously physical, you gotta use your mind. We can be cops and robbers, Tarzan and Jay, Marilyn and Robert, but
Happy Valentine's Day, y'all. Welcome back to Record Keepin. I'm your host, Astasia. And in this episode, we're discussing the art of curating a sex playlist for when you're making love with your lover or busting it down with your potential boo. Hence why we came in with Vixen by Miguel. In today's culture, we've lost the art of making out, and along with that, the curation of a great sex playlist. A playlist that can guide you through the rhythm and pace of making love. One that keeps it exciting yet sensual, turning the bedroom into a real pleasing experience both sonically and emotionally. When thinking of a playlist, it's easy to think, oh, okay, I need The Weeknd on there, I need Drake, I need Party Next Door, in order to set the mood for you and your lover. But what if you chose records based on how you want to feel while making love? Because when you do that, music can completely shift your entire energy. It'll sure enough increase your movement, your confidence, make you do things that you simply won't do in silence. Instead of the generic putting it down sex records, perhaps you throw some Jill Scott in there, maybe some Jimi Hendrix, or perhaps even a little FKA Twigs. You can create your sex playlist exactly how you want it when you make it focused on you. If the other person wants a record play, okay, nigga, cue it up. But having sex is your experience just as much as it is theirs. So for the first song, let's cue up Hold On by The Internet. This record encapsulates the sex journey. It's passionate, slow, and intentional. Hold On is honestly one of the most beautiful records I've ever heard in this lifetime. And hearing it in the bedroom can deepen the connection you have with your lover even more. So check this out, Hold On by The Internet.
I'll show you what I know. You give me what I need. Not saying I'm a pro, but you could learn from me. We go another round before we fall asleep. You got me on a cloud now, baby. Feels almost like a dream. Something about your body. So can't stop. I think you're can't
I got the idea of curating a sex playlist from my two friends, Nanj and I, because they were talking about how they never thought of the music being played during sex, and they never even considered that being a part of the experience. And it also made me realize I never did either, which led me to thinking, okay, let me think of some songs that I would love to be played during the whole sex journey. All right, so before we even have sex with our special someone, or just simply a person that we believe is fine, we gotta start with a bit of foreplay. I mean, we're not just gonna get straight into it, are we? Well, I hope not, because foreplay is vital to the sex experience. You know, you are setting the mood, you are setting intentions, you are being slow, being passionate, being very intentional with your touch. Foreplay that I've done in the bedroom, really, like, so far, we all know I'm 22. I have so many years and days and everything to live, so I haven't done everything in the book. So the main thing that I've done is kissing. And yes, that seems very, very vanilla, very boring. I know that. I had gotten a massage one time from my ex. I know, isn't that crazy? I was with that nigga for 8 months and he gave me one massage. But this massage was splendid, okay? Explicit. I don't know if my parents gonna listen to this. I don't think they should if I was them. But okay, so I was butt booty ball naked, right? And he had this oil and he's like, he's massaging on my butt. He's like getting in the grooves. Like, it honestly felt like, dang, if I had a long work day, I would want you to massage my butt again. And it just really deepened the connection that I feel like we had, and it honestly made me feel very appreciated. He was taking his time too. It wasn't like he was rushing so then we could have like, so he could just put it in. He was appreciating my body, and I feel as though foreplay is the moment when you are genuinely taking your time to just explore what makes them tick, what makes them feel like get a little giddy, and also just not kind of picking their body apart a bit, like touching it, caressing the shoulder a bit, touching on the lips, kissing the lips, a peck. It's foreplay can be how you want it, because foreplay consists of kissing, teasing, role playing, oral sex. Even though oral sex it's sex, so we're not even going to speak about oral in this moment. But foreplay, you can do it how you want it and how you see fit. Although I've only done kissing and one massage, I want more massages in my future. I love feeling that my body's being appreciated, like without actually doing the do. I was thinking maybe I could get into a little role playing. But I'm a Cancer, guys, and honestly, day by day, I'm really resonating with a crab. I truly only would do certain things when I'm completely comfortable with somebody, because I may poke my head out. Wait, how do crabs move? Wait a minute, because how am I resonating with the crab and I don't know its movements? But role playing, okay, so act like I do cops and robbers. You know what? Fuck that. I'm sorry. Fuck 12. Ain't nobody doing no cops and robbers. Act like what's a role play that we could do? Strangers. Let's say strangers. Okay, I don't know him. He don't know me. We'll be like, oh my God, like you're so fine. Like, can I get your number? Obviously, it would be more in depth and poetic, so the foreplay can really hit the spot. But I think in order for me to role play with someone, I will have to really get to know them. Like, I would have to know that person in and out. I like to act, I like to I like to improvise. I like to put on voices and accents and whatnot. But to do that in the bedroom, it's such a vulnerable experience, sex, and especially foreplay. You are genuinely surrendering to this person. You are putting yourself in this person's hands and hoping that they be gentle and be soft with you. And foreplay introduces that, and it really sets the tone about how the rest of the sex journey will even happen. Because if foreplay is skipped, if foreplay is literally not even touched, then the sex will be fast, the sex will be quick, and it won't be as sacred as it should be. And sex is something that should be very sacred and not given to everyone. We should not be giving ourselves up just simply for a night of pleasure, because then we leave empty. It should be an intentional moment and not just like you're stopping for gas. So back to me kissing all the time. There's a lot of kissing do's or don'ts. Some people like a lot of tongue. Some people like a little bit of tongue. Some people like a lot of touching. Like, almost like animalistic, like makeout, like a true makeout session. And I feel like I still haven't had like a great makeout session. Like I love a good kiss, but I mean like real animalistic makeout session. That's something I'm low key yearning for in my singleness. But, sometimes I wish that I could like clone someone for a night and then like just get a real good kiss, and then all of a sudden, boom, vanish. I don't need nothing else. I just need the kiss. I do have something against a lot of tongue, guys, and I'm sorry to anyone who loves tongue and it's probably like, Stassi, what? Yes, I simply don't enjoy the fact that there's so much spit swapping between both of our mouths. I'm really not, like, I'm a very particular about certain things in my life, and a lot of spit is where I draw the line, because then when I feel too much spit coming into my mouth and it's like back and forth between me and my man, I would just think to spit on the sidewalk. I don't know, my mind is interesting in that way. Our minds are very complex, but that's exactly how I'll see the spit. Like, please, like, let's limit that just a little bit. Foreplay is also not something that could just be inside the bedroom. It could be outside the bedroom as well. It can be consistent flirting throughout the day, soft touches such as, this is my weakness, y'all. I love a subtle but firm grip on my waist. There's something about that, especially when it's someone that you're beginning to like. It does something, like the senses, the tingleness, the excitement, the anticipation of getting your hands on them is all sparked by a subtle touch. Also, outside the bedroom, you can go to, well, I haven't done this, but it's something that I kind of like fantasize about, or at least want to do in my future relationship. Like going to dinner, rubbing my leg against his leg underneath the table, being real sensual, real sexy, very like I'm setting the mood for when we actually get together in private to rip each other's clothes off. It's a beautiful thing to tease. I love that. I love the game. I love the act of teasing. Like, you can't get it. I know you want it, but you can't get it just yet. And that's why foreplay is genuinely a vital, vital, vital moment. However, thinking of foreplay that can possibly turn me off, I'm thinking, what if a potential boo or someone I'm starting to like tries to dance for me, like a Magic Mike type beat? I think my vagina would dry up and be equivalent to a Sahara desert. It would puff out smoke. He'll get down here and he's just like, oh my God, I'm getting grains of sand. Because why are you dancing for me, Magic Mike? You ain't Magic and you ain't Mike. I don't even care if it was Channing Tatum, nigga. Why are you dancing for me? I also think Speedos. I think panties on a man is very unattractive. It doesn't do anything for me. I feel like if a man is wearing some panties, I'm not his target market. I'm a little test dummy right now. He testing out the engine to see if it could start. I also was thinking, what if, right, you're in a bedroom with a man or a woman per se, and well, a woman is different because I feel like women on women sex is very sensual already, and it's already such a beautiful thing. So let's say a man, what if a man, right, that you're potentially, you feel like, oh snap, like we could get acquainted. What if he start crawling? Like, no guys, like really set the scene. What if he starts crawling on the floor and then he comes up onto the bed and then like he kind of like pounces on you thinking that it's sexy, but it actually reminds you of a kid that was never told to stop. Like a kid that has never been told to stop will do some strange things. I don't know if y'all picking up what I'm putting down, but why would anyone think, like there's some people out in this world that would like a man crawling on all fours and then coming onto the bed. But me, on the other hand, no, you get that away from me. I want something very sensual. But no, guys, on a serious note though, I love foreplay and I want to do more of that because it's vital to get the fire starting, to get the heat up in the bedroom, along with a good soundtrack to support it, okay? I think we can all agree on that, perhaps. I hope that we can. Because just picture yourself kissing a fine, fine person and hearing Pussy Is Mine by Miguel or Cherry Coffee by Kalela. I mean, maximum turn on, no? Like, fuck Sahara Desert. Baby, we Niagara. For the next two records, let's cue up I Need It by Camper featuring Sid and Tank and Spring Summer Feeling by Jill Scott. Each of these records feels like you're taking the time to get acquainted with each other's bodies, as foreplay should be. Foreplay is not a place for you to rush or try to get to the finish line. And it makes you realize that it's not a race, simply, but an experience to sit in and go at a nice pace. I Need It by Camper featuring Sid and Tank truly embodies the importance of foreplay in the bedroom and throughout the day. You already desire your lover enough, but that foreplay creates an urge so bad that you simply can't help but feel like you need that expeditiously. So check this record out, I Need It by Camper featuring Sid and Tank.
Just what I was hoping. Breakfast in the morning, kissing in the kitchen, refrigerator open. Say you gotta go, but I don't see you leaving. We back on the sofa, watching ESPN live. Let's live in the moment, where that this is going. You ain't going nowhere, girl, it's so important. morning. Don't put on your makeup, find a better reason why we shouldn't let up. Get right back to freaking right now. All I know is I need it. I need it. All I know is I need it. All I know is I need it.
I'll spell out the motive in case you ain't noticed. Girl, my only focus is to keep you close as I need you like I'm breathing, hooked on like I'm fiending, checking for that hotel low. You get off for seasons, don't run away from daddy. Taste that Laffy Taffy, take it, make me happy. By the way
You're listening to Record Keepin.
This next record, Spring Summer Feeling by Jill Scott, the vibe is already in the title. To experience a love that makes it feel like spring and summer, even though you guys are in the winter, that's a love that warms you up on the inside and out. You are so mesmerized by their features, by their eyes, by their airs, by their shoulders. It's a love that feels like, or just a deep like that feels like you are so in tune with every part of who they are and every part of their body. And you want to further examine that. So check Spring Summer Feeling by Jill Scott.
You're listening to Record Keepin.
Feeling the way I do, it's hard to keep focus. 1 minute staring at the moon, next into your eyes. It's no surprise that my knees weaken at the lovely words you're speaking. Ooh. La 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 la. It takes more than diamonds to woo me. La 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 la. It takes more than money to groove me. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Feeling the way I do, it's hard to keep focus. 1 minute staring at the moon, next into your eyes, and it's no surprise.
We've gotten all hot and steamy during foreplay, and now we're ready to undress ourselves and our special person. Guys, I think it's time to have sex. You know, we have the foreplay. It just got our spirit burning. You know, it's kind of lighting a fire under our butt. At this part, I truly expect or want my partner, my lover, to help me take my clothes off. I want to feel like you need me as bad as I feel like I need you. Rip my shirt off. Don't actually, because nigga, if you do that, you're going to have to buy me another shirt. But take off my shirt, take off my jeans, take off my panties. I want to feel desired. Like you are, like, because we are about to come together, right? You are about to go inside me. Now we're even deepening this journey together. So it's a difference, because you would think just because you have sex with someone that they appreciate in your body and appreciating all that there is to you. But I feel as though when my man is taking off my jeans so slowly, or like looking at my body as he's taking it off and really speaking about how he loves what he's seen and how, oh my gosh, like your butt is amazing, your boobs are so nice, like da da da. It's just all adds to the journey and all adds to the intention and the sacredness of what you guys are doing. So I expect my man to take my clothes off, because I'm gonna help take your clothes off, because I need that. You know, in the words of Sid and Tank, okay, I need it. And when a man doesn't want to, I feel like it just sets the mood. If a man that's not gonna help you take your clothes off also doesn't really engage in foreplay too much, they think all that there is to foreplay is oral sex, and they'll probably be down for about 3 minutes and be like, oh, you ready? Women are so, and also just, I'm gonna go on a tangent real quick. Women are so much more complex than a man. We know that, and boys like to say that, or some boys like to preach that, yet they still don't know what it takes to give good head to a woman, or to really turn a woman on. Because besides head, like, yeah, that could be good, but maybe that doesn't get me wet enough for you to put it in. I need you to do, like, that's why foreplay is, I can't stress about foreplay enough. That is what really can turn a woman on. And well, I can't speak for all women, but it could definitely turn me on. And also, to any of the guys that want me, don't get any ideas because I'm off the market. Okay, you can't get it. You can't get it right now. Not even right now, baby. You can't get it. Either way, I feel as though more of these young men, or like more of these men, period, really need to take their time when figuring out a woman's body. But understand, and also it's very important to ask questions during sex. Do you like this? Don't just immediately assume, oh, this is what I'm supposed to be doing and I think it's turning her on. Women lie. We lie during sex. Well, I don't. Okay, I let a nigga know. And also, just as much as I want to speak about a man not asking a woman's questions, being like, oh, do you like this? Do you enjoy that? I feel like the same goes for us women. Sometimes we can just assume, oh, okay, I think I should be doing that. I think this could turn him on, and just be going off guesses during sex. But it's good to also ask the man, hey, is this good? Or let me know what you like, because I would like to do that for you. You know, you're doing what I like. Let me do that for you. So I think communication in the bedroom is beyond important. You know, just as music is important, but the communication, why not communicate about wanting to please each other? Why are we doing this in silence, and why are we going off guesses? I remember I was messing with this white man. I know, guys, one and done. My ancestors, maybe they would think I would be getting reparations by letting this nigga know that he can't fuck. Or they'll be like, my sister, no, like, you're messing with the white devil. Either way, he couldn't fuck. And he gave me head, and that was a good 5 minutes. But truly, I felt as though I could take up a new hobby while he was down there. That's how uninterested and bored I was. Simply, I felt as though I can take up knitting. That I can think about, oh, what should I should probably learn to play soccer. I'm going to find it out. Like, I could do work. I can genuinely do office work while he was down there. And it seemed like he thought he knew what he was doing. And I wasn't faking nothing. I wasn't moaning. I wasn't being like, oh my God, it feels so good. I wasn't doing jack squat. Nigga, get up. Get up and let's stop this immediately. I don't want it. I don't want it. Move. Now I'm feeling like I had to fight you. And also, to go off of a man not really understanding a woman's body and like taking the time to, I don't like when things go fast in the bedroom. I really don't. I don't enjoy when a man is too eager, because what's the rush? What is the rush? This is a moment for us to get to know each other on such an intimate and sacred level, and you are rushing as if you got to clock in 7 minutes. Chill out. You know, this is such a beautiful moment, and why try to go through it so fast? Let's be present. And I love when a man takes his time. Get to know me, get to know my body, get to know my kinks, get to know the parts of my body, get to know some marks on my back, get to know a birthmark I got on my knee. It's essential in the bedroom to be slow. And once again, and I can't stress it enough, it's not a race. It's an experience that is meant to be sat in and to be moved at a good pace, at a slow pace, not too slow that it's just like, dang, nigga, can you take my shirt off already? But a pace that feels right for the both of you, you know? And that's why communication is also important in the bedroom. Figure out how you guys can really make this work. So you should talk during sex, not definitely like have a full-blown conversation, but I think it's healthy to laugh a bit. I think it's healthy to speak and just talk about something, not about, oh, what you watching in missionary, act like we in missionary. A nigga ask me what you watching. Don't, like, as in a movie or what I'm listening to. Don't worry about that. I need you to focus, but it is different. Like, the speak should only be centered around the sex that we're doing right now. Nothing outside, please. We could wait until the aftercare to talk about anything else non-sex related. Also, just to rewind back, because I realized that I forgot a point about receiving and giving head. I just don't understand why men will beg. They will be like, oh, baby, I need you. Oh, my God, I need that. Oh, my God, I can't. I can't see out my left eye. I need it so bad. And then once they get it, then they don't want to give you head, but they want to receive head. If 2 + 2 = 4 and 1 + 1 = 2, this just doesn't make no sense to me. This is mathematical sense. Just common sense. It just doesn't make any sense to me. You can be selective with who you give head, but also we are the prize. You should want to taste this cooter cat. You should want to taste our vagina. What is your problem? What is your problem? And if they're not giving head, then that also means that they don't genuinely care about the woman that they're having sex with. Why you think, oh, so you should get hard and I shouldn't get wet? So your hard dick is going to try to get into the Sahara Desert? Are you freaking kidding me? Don't piss me off. Do not piss me off, because that is so selfish, and those kind of people should not be touching anybody but themselves. They need to stick to masturbating. They need to stop hitting these girls up and being like, hey, I need that, just so they don't give them head. Yet, sucking dick is also a freaking chore, bro. Anybody who loves to do that and not get tired, where is your gold medal? I hope it's hanging up in your room, because I'm not one of them. All right? First of all, you sucking on this long thing, thick thing. Hopefully it's girthy. Anyways, and it's like I'm bobbing my head up and down in this position. How could my jaw is hurting? My jaw is hurting. My neck is starting to get stiff. Come on. I feel like once you get hard, baby, let's keep this ball rolling. I don't have to stay. I don't have to stay down here. And honestly, if we really talking about it, when you down there, there's no air. You sucking it, But then what about your passageways? There's only so long that you could breathe in and out of your nose. But yeah, also in a position that I feel like is honestly overrated is missionary. I won't say my favorite position, but just know I like when a man take charge in the bedroom. That's all I'm gonna say. I would like to dip my toe in to more sex positions, because I think it makes it fun, and it makes it, I don't know, it just makes it fun. I like fun. I love having fun, and I think sex shouldn't be super serious, and it still should be taken with much care. Although I say I want to try these sex positions, like I said before, my cooter cat is really reserved only for me right now. I'm the only one playing with this cat. I am not really searching. Sometimes, we all get horny. I've been horny. I've been single also. So being single, horny, and also watching Bridgerton is a lot. It has been a lot for me, yet I enjoy it. Oh my God. Also, how can I freaking forget this, y'all? Orgasm. Freaking reaching an orgasm during sex. I orgasmed one time in the 3 people that I've had sex with. I was close with the second one, but I've only orgasmed one time from these men. But I be giving it to me. What? Leave it up to me, baby. I'm gonna reach that climax every single time. Like, it's such a beautiful experience. It's such a beautiful experience. And if you and the person that you're making love to can both experience it at the same time, oh my gosh, it's kind of like a beam and light just shoots up between the both of you, because it's such a overwhelming experience because of how good it feels. Like, come to find out, I think there's a study out there that masturbation can help with stress. So, if you feeling stressed, I highly recommend a little DJing. If you a girl, I don't think really any boys be listening to record keeping because they be like, oh, she a woman, she talking about girly things. But it's nice to hear another side, isn't it? At this point in the sex journey, the music fades out a bit because we just want to reach the big O and the focus changes. When you're trying to really get it on, it becomes more about the getting it on and less about the music that you're listening to. Yet the records played are still very much important to keeping the momentum and the vibrations high. So whenever the music fades back in to consciousness, you hear a record that'll make you turn it up a little bit. So for the next two records, let's cue up Sweet Like by Fannie Hughes and Striptease by FKA Twigs. Both of these records feels transformative in world building. When I say world building, I mean it sharpens your attention to solely focus on you and your lover's pleasure. And Sweet Like by Fannie Hughes, from the beginning to the end, we have the builds, we have the anticipation, and then we have the climax, but then also we have the aftermath of climax and of reaching the big O. And Sweet Like by Fannie Hughes, it's transcending. Like, this is a record that would transcend time, and being played in a bedroom, it would really only make me go harder to hear this record. So check this, Sweet Like by Fannie Hughes.
You're listening to Record Keepin'.
Don't shy away again. Take this moment while it's offered. Don't run from temptation. Babe, I'm never just an option. You always bark, you never bite. You know I'm the tree of life. Let me teach you what I like. I need all your attention. Ooh, yeah. Na 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 na. Ooh, yeah. Na 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 na. Sweet like caramel on your tongue. Like Mary Jane in your lungs, right? Baby, come get you some. I know you want that sweet, like caramel on your tongue, like Mary Jane in your lungs, right? Baby, come get you some. I know you want that sweet life on your tongue, right? In your lungs, get you some. So sweet, like, tell me what it feel like. Honey, huge in your life. Can you control the fire? You always bark and never bite. Ain't got time for playing shy. Let me teach
The next record, Striptease by FKA Twigs. It's fun, it's wild, it's sexy. This song feels like you'll be mid-sex and you feel a little thing of sweat, while you're riding, like a cowgirl. You know what I'm saying? This song, it feels fun. And like I said, sex shouldn't be so dang serious, because I remember I was having sex with this one guy and we were like laughing. It was great, and it made me feel more comfortable because, like I said, sometimes I resonate with a crab. I like to come out a little bit, but then I like to, I want to see if it's safe here. And then if I still don't, and if I can still be like, okay. But once I feel like it's not safe, baby, them claws is almost coming out. But with that being said, I believe Striptease by FKA Twigs can really make me let loose. So check this out. Striptease by FKA Twigs.
You're listening to Record Keepin'.
Opening me feels like a striptease. Opening me feels like a striptease. Silk for my tears and lace for my fears. I'm stripping my heart, time my pain disappears. spot, and just to show the teaser lies, you saw me alive. You wanna read my every line, I never mind.
So hopefully by this point, both you and your lover have reached enlightenment, all right? And now want to just lay down cuddling and caressing each other. We have reached aftercare.
You get great love. You get afterplay. Welcome to
Every part of the sex journey, I will say, is the most important part. But aftercare, it's a really telling moment, because how will this person treat you after they got what they wanted? So what I expect to receive after having sex: hug me, cuddle me, caress me, let's talk. Yeah, we could both be out of breath, but I want to be able to still talk, and I still want to be held. If I'm not being held after we have sex and after we just exchanged, each of our body parts in this way, I feel like you don't care. You really don't care about me, and this could have meant less to you. This was genuinely a one and done thing. You really don't care about me. And if food come in aftercare, oh baby. Like, after we have sex and this nigga goes into the kitchen and make me some dang food. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. That, I feel like, and this is exactly why I will want my next sexual experience to be with a man that I find fitting to be a husband. I'm a Cancer, guys. I'm a Cancer. Let's be very clear here. I'm a Cancer sun, Aries moon, Libra rising. And just me as a person, I love love. I love everything about making love too. And to do it with someone that you're so comfortable being yourself around. It's an amazing experience, and I'm excited to experience it again. Not to get all mopey on here. Also, after having sex, especially, okay, like, I know some thoughts will come up. Some thoughts has definitely kind of come up for me sometimes during this time. Like, I think with my ex, I was just like, dang, like, sometimes it felt like a waste of, I can't even say the time, 15 to 30 minutes, because especially when I didn't reach it and he did, or when we both didn't reach it, during the time of me and him, we just had sex I feel like every time I went over his house, it was like every single freaking day. And it didn't really arouse me the way it did in the beginning, because it was too available, and it was too available, too accessible, and always happening. I don't want it to be like that. And afterwards, I just thought I genuinely could have went without. And I don't want to feel like that after sex. Like, I want to feel like I'm proud that we did this. I'm happy that we did this. And I'm excited to do it again. If I'm thinking, dang, I should have never gave it up, I should have never given him this, or this should have never happened, Lord. Yeah, that's why I'm very careful with who I even let in my vicinity. But aftercare is the wind down part of this journey. As we've become intimate until exhaustion, and now we need a cool Gatorade or an electrolyte to hydrate. We don't want to hear any real sensual records during this time. Well, at least I don't. I want to hear records that feels like a new dawn. With that being said, for the last two records, let's cue up Learn to Love by Anais and Ezekiel, and Satisfaction by Sir. Each of these records feel like you're moving on to something great, and you are happy to be with the person that you're spending time with and becoming intimate with, and excited for what's to come, and also just wishing that you could stay in this moment forever and be with them forever. And Learn to Love by Anais and Ezekiel, in this record, it feels like they're appreciating the person that they're beginning to love and wanting to keep that good thing going and not wanting it to stop. So check this record out. Learn to Love by Anais and Ezekiel.
You're listening to Record Keepin.
You're meant for me. You I adore. You're sent to me. For you I do more. My destiny
wish for. You're meant for me, my destiny.
I wanna give you love if it's all it takes. I wanna give you space if it makes you feel better. I'll always make time to see you again. If it's what you want, then it's what I'll give. Wanna learn to love the way you love. Wanna learn to love you the way you love to come.
This next record, Satisfaction by Sir, is, oh my God. This album, first off, is one of the best albums I ever heard. This is such a slept on album. And this song, he's talking about wanting to stay in this woman's arms forever and hoping that a future where they're no longer together never happens. So check this record out, Satisfaction by Sir.
Just what we do, silly games we play, things we say, can't keep our hearts from falling apart. We went too far, let down our guard. This was never meant to be what it feels like. This ain't your real life, and I'm not real. As much as I hope one day things could still work, we both know the deal. This isn't as simple as satisfaction. I wish the future never happened. Oh, I wish I could stay in your arms. I wish I could stay. Hey. Early morning, birds are chirping. Already got you working, head and shoulders going crazy. Heart to make me wanna take it easy. You deserve the best. I want you to remember this incredible, incredible. See, this was never meant to be what it feels like. This ain't your
You're listening to Record Keepin.
Well, I hope you're now ready to curate your own sex playlist, y'all, because I'm not gonna lie, I love being transparent with you guys and I love being honest. I never really listened to any music during sex. Yet when creating this episode, it made me want to, because music can really enhance the experience and make you feel more connected to the person that you're becoming intimate with. And music is powerful, and why shouldn't it be played in the bedroom? I think it'll be a beautiful sonic moment, while also hearing your partner moans and the grunts, while also hearing freaking Sweet Like by Fanny Hughes. So beyond the sex and the music and the climaxes, I've been enjoying some other things. I've been enjoying some other hobbies. And with that being said, let's get into B-side pleasures.
The B-side pleasures. The B-side, B-side, B-side. B-side pleasures. The B-side, B-side, B-side.
Okay, I've started my internship at SiriusXM again, and I've been really busy. I've been busy operating that soundboard. That is why this is number one, because I feel immensely grateful to God and also for my strength and my ability to see this internship through, and being hopeful that it'll turn out exactly how I seen it in the beginning of this internship. I've been running the board live and also for pre-tape shows. That has been amazing, because that's a good way in to SiriusXM, like as a full-time job. And it feels like I'm being set up to get that full-time job, because now my manager is kind of harping on the fact that this is the biggest goal of this internship right now. So then I could become a board op, and then I'll be operating the board for other shows and meeting new people, meeting new hosts, and meeting new celebrities too, which leads me to the second thing that has been bringing me joy. I seen Jill Scott last night because she was speaking to Sway and Heather B and the other host Tracy G about her new album, and I resonated with Jill Scott so much because she's so in tune with herself, and she knows what she's capable of, and she also know her power. She knows who she is. she really inspired me with her words, and to see her do they also played some tracks that was unreleased, amazing tracks. And I think Jill Scott is an incredible talent, an incredible person. And she had just some spoken word. I don't know if it was one of her records off her new album that came out on Friday, but she said it like a cappella, and she said it with so much confidence and flavor and ease. Like, it was generally one of the most amazing things I've witnessed live in real life. And the last thing that I've been enjoying, and this is gonna sound a bit random, but coffee. Guys, I'm growing up. I have become a coffee lover. I have been recruited. You know, this 1 month, or like for like 1.5 months of being unemployed, I was just drinking coffee, like, to keep doing my work, because I was constantly working on record keeping. So I thought, oh, okay, well, I could have a routine. I could make my coffee. I could read my book. I read 2 books. Also, I read a Wendy Williams autobiography called She's Got the Heat, and Angie Martinez, My Voice, both great books, but Angie Martinez is a New York Times bestseller, and it's not a bestseller that, like, she had to send some money some way so it could get on there. No, that book was absolutely incredible, and it was 10s across the entire board. And yeah, just the coffee with reading those books, and then listening to music while working on record keeping or working on like other endeavors that I'm thinking about doing. It's such a great routine, and I'm so grateful to have, like, I don't know, grateful for it changes in growing up. I don't know. I know it's just about coffee, yeah, but I like it. So yeah, that's all that I've been enjoying this week, and I really do hope that this episode has moved you to really curate your playlist, or think about the possible music that you would want to be played when you're making love with someone. And if you enjoyed this episode, subscribe, like, and comment your thoughts, and share this with any of your friends so we can all have a well-curated sex playlist out here. Follow Record Keeping on both TikTok and Instagram to stay up to date with episode drops, or press the bell on YouTube to receive notifications. Y'all stay beautiful and sensual. Have a great rest of your day, evening, or whenever you're listening to this. We're gonna go out with Meeting in My Bedroom by Silk, because why the heck not? Get your freak on. Peace out.
2,000 watts. Yeah, yeah.
You've listened to Record Keepin'.